Hey, good afternoon, fam. Good afternoon. Hope everybody is well today. I want to go over some stuff with you guys today, right? Because I received a disturbing call yesterday from a young lady who I've known for a long period of time, right? This message is specifically for agents, but also the people out here who are walking around without life insurance. This young lady, I've known her for probably 20 years or so, right? And I sat down with her maybe 3 years ago, I believe, to go over some life insurance option. And it was actually, at least in my mind, extremely cheap. I believe it was like $68 or something like that. And she told me she couldn't afford it. So I left it alone. And one of the things with me is, especially when people are real close to me or I personally know them, and this is a bad thing, I don't believe I'm aggressive enough because they are close to me and I don't want to be that agent, the one who keep calling or the one who they want to avoid every time they see the phone number on the phone. So needless to say, she called me yesterday, and when I sat down with her, I talked about her doing a policy, and I also gave her a quote for her kids, which is going to be right around, and I don't quite remember, but I believe it was under $40 a month for each child. Again, she didn't have it. I was trying to have her around no more than $120 a month for everybody. And when she called me yesterday, her daughter is actually in the hospital because right now, and I believe the word she used is she might be brain dead or something like that. I think is the word that she used. And it happened because of a bowel erupted and it infected the kidney and then it went to the brain. She was trying to explain to me, but she was so busy crying because the reason why she called me was to see if I know anybody who does health insurance. So I'm running around trying to figure out how we can help her. She's in a very good hospital from what I was told, but they don't know if it's going to be a positive outcome or not. Why am I bringing this up? Because outside of the health insurance that she doesn't have, right, there's the other part of it, which is the life insurance that she doesn't have. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right. And if she had the life insurance, especially the life insurance with living benefits, it could have come in very handy right now, because now the mom is probably going to miss a few months of work because she has to be by her daughter's side, right? And I pray that the daughter gets out of this, heal, and get better. But from the way it's sounding, it doesn't sound good. And this is where, as an agent, I dropped the ball. And again, I'm not a pushy agent. I usually will sit down with a person, and if they tell me no, I pretty much say next, especially if it's somebody who I'm close with, because I don't want to be that guy who they don't invite to Thanksgiving or cookout or whatever because they're afraid he's going to be talking insurance and things like that. And I'm trying to get myself out of that mindset, because what we do is extremely very important. I've seen signs of it just this year alone. So this one right here that I'm talking about right now is the most recent. Some of us think nothing bad can happen to our children. Okay? We don't know life. Nobody have a crystal ball. But the purpose of having insurance is to kick in when something that's very bad, that's unplanned, happens. At this point, I don't even know how I can help her. But at the same time, it's like this is gonna affect them financially, any which way you look at it. So, people out here who are walking around without life insurance, they think this is a game. Right now in the country, 48% of the people in the country don't have any life insurance. Okay? I sat down with a guy yesterday. He's 50-something years old, and he himself don't have any life insurance. And he went through cancer 20 years ago. So, in my mind, and he was telling me how bad that cancer was. So in my mind, I'm like, well, what is it going to take for you to realize this is something important? So now we negotiating, technically speaking, price, because he's now almost 60, and he saw that price. He's like, ooh. I was like, let me ask you a question. Why didn't you get it when you beat cancer and you healed and you were still younger 20 plus years ago? Why didn't you get it then? He just shook his head, didn't have an answer. So I don't know what it's going to take, because most people don't start looking for life insurance until it's too late. And at that point, you can't get it. You can't get it. Last week, I met with another lady who was 68 years old, right? The husband was a big-time real estate guy over here in Maryland. Had a big agency. They was living the lavish life. These were her words. They were living well. But they didn't save, like most Americans. They're making good money and don't save any money, and they just balling out. And then the husband ended up dying and didn't have any life insurance. I guess they thought they had time because the husband was only in his 60s also. So most of the people think they're going to live forever. You understand? So the husband ended up passing away also. And he didn't have any life insurance. And he left her with over $2 million in debt. This woman is panicking right now. She don't know what to do. She's talking to lawyers. She's about to file bankruptcy at 68 years old. She's about to lose the house she's been living in for over 20 years. Right? I don't know how much more we as insurance agent have to do, you know, to get you guys to take this very seriously? If I go back to the young lady that I was talking about, she told me no, she couldn't afford life insurance, right? But every time her social media pop up, she's at some restaurant eating nice food. She's at some restaurant eating crab boils and all that stuff, right? She's on some trip, right? So if you tell me that you can't afford $125 between you and your children, how serious do you actually take this? How much do you actually care for your children? This is my take on this. A lot of people say, "Oh, people just don't know." I don't know if I can buy that in 2025. I'm almost willing to bet that realtor that I just spoke about, I'm almost willing to bet that at his deathbed, when he knew he wasn't going to make it, I'm almost willing to bet that the first thing that came to his mind is, how's my wife going to be okay? Because he knew he didn't have any life insurance. Okay, he knew they didn't have any savings. I'm almost willing to bet him dying was not the main thing on his mind. It was, how is my family going to make it? And at that point, it's literally too late. Listen, I don't want it to be a long one. I just want to take a moment to share that with you guys. As an agent who is watching this and you're now aggressive moving forward, I'm no longer taking no for an answer. You're gonna get something before I leave your house. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna get something before I leave your house. My ultimate goal is to protect everybody. How you doing? My ultimate goal is to protect everybody. I don't care what you get, but you're gonna get something, because you can't tell me that you can't afford it. And I'm seeing you on social media living your best life. I don't know how many situations happened this year and I'm like, damn, if they only had life insurance. You understand? So I want to take a moment just to share that with you guys, because this is something that's extremely important, and it costs less than most of the things that you guys spend money on. It costs less than how much you will spend on a crab boil. And living here in Maryland, a lot of people do their crab boil like they go to places like Hooks and Reel every weekend. Every weekend they're at Hooks and Reel, right? They have places that sell crabs and things like that. It's a Maryland thing, I guess. Okay, and those things are expensive. You're gonna pay $60 or $70, okay, amongst other things that you spend money on. So I hope this message, how you doing, reached the right person well today. I hope this message reached it. I hope you don't get offended by what I'm saying to you, and I hope it opens your mind and have you looking at your family a little bit differently than you are. Your family is all you have. Your family is your lineage that leads to the next generation. And when you're no longer here, in most cases, it's traumatic. It's financially devastating for most people. Especially, it's even bad for people who are high earners, who have so many debts. How are you a high earner but you don't have any life insurance. It's crazy stuff to me. How are you a high earner and you have minimal life insurance? This is crazy to me. I do not get it. Most people are just living to impress people. And the thing that's important, they don't care about it until it's too late. So listen, I hope this message reached somebody well today. If you guys need me, I can be reached at 443-208-5480. That's 443-208-5480. Or you can email me at evolve@titanevolutiongroup.com. That's evolve@titanevolutiongroup.com. Or you can go to my site, which is titanevolutiongroup.com. Outside of that, listen, I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day. Talk to y'all soon.